This story has been trending heavily and many people are reacting emotionally, but let us slow down and look at what is really happening so everyone can understand it clearly. The headline going around says that Ghana has exited the IMF while Nigeria is still struggling, and that this exposes incompetence in leadership. This statement has sparked serious debate across social media, radio discussions, and private conversations. Many people are asking questions. Some are angry, some are confused, others are celebrating Ghana and criticizing Nigeria. So let us break this down calmly and honestly. First of all, Ghana has been under an IMF support program for some time. This program was created to help Ghana stabilize its economy after serious financial pressure. Under that arrangement, Ghana agreed to certain financial reforms. These included controlling government spending, restructuring debt, managing inflation, and stabilizing its currency. Over time, Ghana's government has now announced that it is moving toward exiting that IMF program. According to them, the economy has improved enough to begin operating without direct IMF supervision. That is the major news. Now, as people heard this, many immediately turned to Nigeria and started asking questions. Why is Ghana exiting IMF supervision while Nigeria is still facing hardship? Why does Ghana appear to be moving forward while Nigerians are still struggling with high prices, currency pressure, and cost of living challenges? These are fair questions, and this is why this conversation matters. Before we go deeper, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss important updates like this. Your support really helps the channel grow. Now, it is very important to understand something clearly. Exiting an IMF program does not mean a country has suddenly become rich or has solved all its problems. It simply means the government believes it can manage its economy without direct IMF monitoring. It is a transition stage, not a victory parade. Ghana still has challenges, Ghana still has debts, Ghana still has inflation issues, but the government believes it has reached a point where it can continue reforms independently. Nigeria's situation is different. Nigeria did not recently run a long-term IMF reform program like Ghana. Nigeria took an IMF loan during the global health crisis to support the economy at the time. That loan has been fully repaid. This means Nigeria is no longer owing the IMF money. However, repaying a loan does not automatically fix structural economic problems. It simply means the debt obligation is settled. This is where many people get confused. They see Ghana exiting a program and think Nigeria has failed because life is still hard. But the two situations are not exactly the same. Ghana was under supervision and is now stepping out. Nigeria settled its IMF loan but still faces internal economic reforms that take time to show results. Please, if you are finding this explanation helpful, like this video and subscribe right now so more people can get clear and accurate information. Now let us talk about leadership and responsibility. Economic reforms are not magic. When policies are introduced, especially tough ones, there is often a painful adjustment period. Prices rise before they stabilize. Markets react before confidence returns. Investors wait and watch before committing. This is not unique to Nigeria. Many countries that implemented the reforms experience short-term difficulty before improvement. That does not mean people should ignore hardship. Nigerians are feeling real pressure. Food prices are high, transportation costs are high, rent is rising, small businesses are struggling. These realities cannot be denied. However, when analyzing leadership performance, it is important to separate emotional reactions from long-term economic processes. Ghana exiting an IMF program does not automatically mean Nigeria's leadership has failed. It simply means Ghana and Nigeria are on different economic paths with different timelines and different strategies. Comparing them directly without context leads to misinformation. Again, please like this video and subscribe so you stay informed with balanced and clear analysis. Now, here is another important point many people are missing. IMF programs are not awards. Countries do not join them for celebration. They join because they are under economic stress. Exiting a program means progress, yes, but it also means the country must now prove it can survive without that external structure. The real test for Ghana will be what happens after the exit. Will inflation remain controlled? Will the currency remain stable? Will living conditions improve for ordinary citizens? Time will answer these questions. Nigeria, on the other hand, is attempting major structural reforms internally. These reforms affect fuel pricing, currency management, government revenue, and investment climate. These are complex systems. They do not change overnight. Mistakes can happen. Adjustments may be needed. Public communication is very important during this process. So when people use the headline, Tinubu Incompetence Exposed, it is important to ask, exposed by what exactly? By Ghana choosing a different economic path, or by the fact that Nigerians are impatient for visible improvement? These are two different conversations. If you want honest discussions like this without noise and insults, like this video and subscribe to the channel now. Let us also talk about perception. Ghana's announcement sounds positive and it should be acknowledged. But perception is not the same as outcome. Nigeria's repayment of IMF debt also shows a responsibility, but that does not remove hardship immediately. Both countries are still working through economic recovery in different ways. The real question Nigerians should ask is not who is exiting IMF faster, but whether policies are improving daily life gradually, whether transparency is improving, and whether leadership is listening to citizens' concerns. These are the measures that truly matter.